What was that map? Great games. It was a great map, but you're right. There's always that one map that, like, it's going to be here for half the year or a whole year. It's just a solid, nothing fancy map. And what I like about Overgrowth in that fact is that it incorporated a gold base that people seem to pretty much agree is not a bullshit gold base, you know?
Sure.
If a Zerg goes out and grabs that early on, they're right next to the Protoss, so they're at risk to getting just cheesed down. Terran can't float to it. I mean, I guess they could, but they just don't, because that would be dumb, too.
Spawning to the bottom left is the yellow Zerg. We have Petraeus, and then at the top right, currently up 0-1, we have Adonminus. Apparently, a lot of people in chat are very rustled because they want you to refer to Adonminus as Israeli.
Yeah, he is the, okay, I was wondering, I didn't want to... Every time I try to get fancy and do the little factoids, I'm usually, like, slightly wrong, and then I'm the worst human on the planet for not knowing that, so I try to... Usually in live action, I very smoothly don't say a damn thing about things I'm not completely sure about. But yeah, he is the only Israeli pro gamer, and he's actually he's going to be going to DreamHack Moscow, which is kind of cool. And he's got quite a fan base behind him because it's, I mean, name another. I mean, like, not to be mean to that, I'm assuming community. I don't know if it exists or anything, but I can't name another Israeli player at all. I've never played one.
I guess I don't know if he counts, but wasn't Combat X technically Israeli, or was he? No, he was. He was of Middle East descent. I'm almost positive he was. But I mean, I guess he was Canadian. He was pretty Canadian. Right? Yeah, sure. you wouldn't call him. Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna do the like.
Your
find out
background,
his, like, gene history.
Did you ever have that moment? Please tell me I'm not the only person that had this moment in grade school where the teacher asks you what your background is and you say, "Oh, I think I'm 100% American." Did that ever happen to you?
No.
That happened to me in class. I said I was 50% Cuban because I knew my mom came from Cuba, and I was 50% American because my dad was just a bunch of random white European stuff.
I think that's a Midwest kind of
that's
American
a Midwest
experience.
thing. I don't think it's even a Midwest thing because I was the only one. I was the only one in my class to do that because everybody laughed at me afterwards. That's when I decided
well, you just pushed them to it. I think is what happened. They probably. Hey, teacher lady, I'm actually twice American because both my parents are from America. I don't like your goddamn black hair. And then, you know, like, you guys probably start burning crosses and stuff like that. But
wow. Burning crosses? Wouldn't we be more okay, you're throwing, like, so many negative stereotypes together that contradict each other. Can we be fair for a moment? If we're going to be rednecks, that
does that make it positive, though? When you do two negative stereotypes, does that become positive then?
So the conversation is, look at all of these redneck Midwesterners that are crazy Bible-slinging, you know, gun-toting. Wait, they're actually not Bible-slinging because they burn crosses. Is that how that works? Well, they're actually very progressive in their
exactly
regressiveness.
It was a statement on government and religion, for sure. Well, anyways. Oh, I forgot to do that. Anyways.
Oh God, are we doing that today?
I forgot.
Same opening from, I think that was the same opening for both players. Yeah, Petraeus with that 15 pull again. I'm really surprised. I used to do that opening a lot, and I don't even like it. I only did it because I hated getting cannon rushed.
He will have lings this time. I'm telling you that. Because this is the same opening.
You think he's going hardcore? You're not taking that 6-minute third again?
Yes. He'll have 20 lings. He only made like 12 last time. That just wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have 20, and he'll add on to it if he sees something ridiculous. But as you can see here, Adonminus is moving away from it, which I think is wise. We have a second and third gateway going down. You'll notice no Stargate. There's no pylon at the ramp to hide that. I don't think he would have gotten away with it, and I'm guessing Adonminus, as we can see here, probably agrees. He's getting a bunch of sentries out. What I like about this is that this is shaping up to be that very standard, like, you know, 5-6 sentry either push out, which is scary because there could be like 5 more gateways behind this for a total of, you know, 7 or 8. Or just go take a third right here. Overgrowth's third is very easily defended, so he could be doing that too.
Very possible, very true. Man, one of the things, and I know that you've noticed this, one of the things that I've really liked doing, I'm not sure if it works at the highest level, but grabbing really fast overlord speed as Zerg feels so good. Oh my god, you get that overload in there, you scout absolutely everything, you're ready for anything the Protoss can throw at you.
Yeah, you'll never miss anything.
Yeah, I can't imagine playing this matchup without doing that anymore, because like you said, when these sentries move out, I mean, there is no gas at the natural yet. He's seen that. What are you waiting for? Do you know if he's got, like, warp gates behind at home? You know, you say it could be 4 gates. I mean, hell, it could be 7 gates. Like, you don't actually know. Like, he could be doing some crazy stuff behind this.
especially if he loses his overload right here, and there's 3 sentries moving over to do that. They saw the probe, but that could just be part of the mind game.
Yeah. Even if the probe moved over and like was sitting at the third, you don't even know if that third is real. Even if he started the Nexus, it's possible that it's not real, you know, because you could cancel it.
Right.
Or just leave the Nexus and not make any probes for it and just all in you with gates, so.
Trace is not biting, though. He's getting an Overseer here, which is, you know, the poor man's version of what you just described. This will scout everything. It'll notice that there is not a hidden 5 or 6 gateway pocket. This third Israel, it gets scouted by, oh, Israel. If you say Israel real fast, it sounds like you're saying Israel, which is where Adonminus is from. A nice little factoid for you.
If you say Israel real fast, it sounds like...
Is real.
Oh,
this third is real.
Israel.
Israel. See that? We're honoring him. See?
Nice.
We moved away from the offensive jokes into giving worship to our players. I think that's really nice. But 2 more gateways at the third, 2 more inside the natural for a total of 7. 7 can be aggressive, but honestly, that's more the standard number. What I'm kind of curious about is we're not seeing any tech. There should be a Twilight Council fairly soon, if not already. I feel like he's missing that right now.
That's the only thing. The Twilight Council should be here. I mean, he's set up in a really gateway heavy. This is like reminiscent of like what I would expect Puck to do, where like right after that third goes up and he starts making probes for it, he moves out with the 50 million Blink Stalkers with no support, just massive Blink Stalkers.
Yeah.
But no Twilight Council up. A lot of sentries. I guess maybe this is just
inactive. Yeah, he's gonna move out.
Maybe
I think this though.
I think I did the wrong Uck character. Maybe this is more Huck-esque, where instead of mass. Yeah, instead of mass Blink Stalkers, it's just mass gateway.
It is. Yeah, he's definitely doing a timing attack here. We can see that this is very serious. Well, I mean, he could afford a Twilight behind this, though, is the problem I have. But you can see he's actually very lightly probing. Now he's got 3 queued up, actually, as I say that. But he was not really pushing it too hard. And he shows up over here, and Petraeus is just not ready. There are units coming out, but not a big army. This could be a quick departure of a Zerg player.
Whoa. Little late, very late on the force. Oh, the force field's are actually really bad here. But
it's gonna be enough though.
Yeah, Petraeus
just no units. That's his whole army.
Yeah. I should have been
pulling drones to support his 3 Hydralisk army right now. 17 roaches queued up. That's nice, but it's late. This is gonna. He can recall out. He's used no energy so far.
Yeah, this is actually really bad. I say really bad. This is like game-ending damage for Petraeus. Yep. Adonminus is probing his third. He's in a great spot, and he's essentially killing Petraeus' third and a portion of his army. Well, his entire army originally for free.
He's actually going to accidentally win, Steven. He meant to pick off the third, but he's like, wait a second.
I guess.
You just don't have anything.
Accidentally winning. Welcome to Protoss. Ouch.
Well, I mean, that's actually on Petraeus. He made an Overseer. He perused the base. Didn't see any tech. Didn't see any gateways, scouted the third.
Yeah, the whole...
But there has to be something after that. You don't just take a third and like, aha, I have all this money. Now I'll hoard it away from the map. You know, like, obviously this is going to go towards either more gateways or tech. And the Overseer wasn't really chased out. It just kind of, under its own accord, was like, I bid you adieu, Protoss. I've had my time here, and I'm quite frankly done. And then it went away. But it needed to see everything over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know. That was I should have checked Petraeus' vision, but I think that whole right side of the map also might have been dark. Like I don't think he
had the tower for a while, but
yeah, the right tower.
As you pointed out, yeah, like 9 sentries came over and killed that.
And then he just assumed
the klaxons have to go off. That needs to be a warning sign. You can't just be like, well, you know, I mean, I assume that he could move out, but my Overseer didn't see anything. Not seeing anything is the scary thing as Zerg. That has to be like, okay, some shit's going down.
For sure. And I mean, to just move out and clear the towers, I mean, you got to assume that something creepy might be about to happen.
I could actually see it here on the delay. Yeah, he actually killed the tower with like 9 sentries and like 6 stalkers. So he knew. And on the production tab, he made 7 Hydralisks and 2 Zerglings. So I have to imagine he only had 3 hatcheries. I don't know. Petraeus just... That wasn't the Petraeus I've seen play pretty damn well late in tournaments, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I wonder if man, I hate to say it, but I wonder if the time might be messing with him because they're in the same time zone as you. I mean, you might not be used to much sleep, but I think waking up at 7, 8 a.m. to play, that's pretty early. But can't please everyone, right?
Can't please everyone. There's gonna, I mean, you know.
Trying to schedule
I've never been super interested in that argument because it's like, yeah, okay, it sucks to wake up early, but like.
You're already playing games for a living. You should be able to.
It's Starcraft. We've played late. We've played early. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, Akalon Waste, by the way. And then
Oh.
the guy said, yeah.
Is
Wait,
that...
that's not the map we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think that was it.
You idiot.
Yeah, no, that was the 2-player one. I said because I remember the name. It had like a name.
Yeah, that's the desert tile one.
Yeah,
no, not Akalon Waste.
It had a name. Like if somebody says it, like it'll be really recognizable. Oh, I'm never gonna remember.
It's killing me.
But regardless, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick like 3 or 4 minute break. Scores are up on the screen. Petraeus currently down 0-1 in maps, or 0-1 in series, 0-2 in maps. Adonminus taking a pretty quick 2-0 lead, kind of out of nowhere against Petraeus. The next set that we're gonna hop into is going to be Snoot versus Adonminus, which will be interesting. I mean, Snoot's a pretty good player. I think most people would agree with that.
Huh. Absolutely. He's been upstaged a little bit by Bunny in most recent history, with Bunny as a foreigner Terran taking down G3, but it was a small reprieve from Snoot not being the only foreigner outside of like Scarlet that actually does really frickin' well against Koreans. So Adonminus has got his work cut out for him, especially since we just saw his PvZ, and it seems to be, well, I mean, we only saw 2 games, but it's a little bit gimmicky. It's relying on outsmarting the Zerg. So if he can outsmart a cerebral player like Snoot, congrats. But if not, Snoot is just a monster. So he's got to be the favorite.
For sure. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick 3 to 5 minute break while we set up the next maps. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with day 3 of Destiny 1.